Alright, here's the butterfly standard. It's looking pretty sad. I trimmed it back a little bit, so it only has minimal growth. Anytime you're transplanting, it's best to trim it back just a little so it doesn't stress it out so much with all the growth. And go in there and start digging. Now you can always dig it and Xena back. Come on. Stay. Stay. There's always a car and she wants to cross the road. But I don't want to take too much dirt with me. Ow. It's been thorny. Every rose is out to get me today. Easy. And then I just lift it up, put it to the side. I also want to take this hydrangea with me, so we're going to dig it up as well. Those are uneasy enough. Take a silly dog. Hi, Gina. This one's root ball seems deep compared to the other ones. I stepped on that one. I think I stepped on that rose. Oh. Alright, this one is a rose. It doesn't have very good roots. But this one I propagated. So it's only its first year. I didn't expect it to have too big of roots, but it looks like it's doing fine. It's pushing out new growth. So I'm just going to take it with me. Plant it in the new place. I'm also thinking about taking these hydrangeas with me, if they're easy to dig up. want to damage those little buds that are on there. Sorry, battery died on me, so I had to go replace the battery. But as I was saying, oh, it caught the rose. When you create a standard, you'll have new shoots coming up. You can see it right here. These are all the new shoots that are trying to come out. Just make sure you go in and remove them. Otherwise, your standard will have multiple stems coming out, even right here. Can you see them? New growth right here and here. So those are new growth. You just have to make sure you come in and you remove them. So it's pretty simple. So here's like a new growth right here. So just come in and remove them if it's not where you want it to be. It's a little bit low, so I don't want that one. So dug it up. Now we stick it in here. Get ready for the move tomorrow. I think got one more. Well, got a couple more things, but can you guys see that tree over there? To dig up my. Sorry, I think I might have turned it off. Okay, so I want to try to dig that the flowering maple, this tree right here. I'm going to take it with me. Train it into a standard. It's very easily propagatable. Is that even a word? Okay, so anyways, I want to take it with me because it's the only standard that I've made so far. You can propagate it by cutting really easily, but I also need to remove it because I planted it there, wasn't sure how big it was going to get or how big I wanted it to get, and then the purpose was to move it out into the landscaping. So it's literally right against the cement pad right there by the driveway. Here, let me get it closer so you can see what I'm talking about. And I don't want to leave it there for the homeowners too, you know, just in case they're not sure what needs to be done. But see how close it is right there? Right to the cement pad for the driveway. So it's not good to be that close anyways. So I'm just gonna remove it and take it with me, then they don't have to worry about it. I don't have enough leverage. That's all it took. Wow. Well, the roots isn't deep. but it definitely expands out. You can see it likes to crawl. And here it is, you guys. My Chinese lantern flowering maple tree. Isn't it pretty? Whoa! So this sucker is probably, okay, let me put the camera down. Stay. Trying to get it to stay while I put the camera down. It's not gonna work. Okay. Let me put this here and then you can see how tall it is next to me. And I think this is only like, I want to say two years. So I'm about 5. So it's probably 5.5. And it's been doing great. It's flowering all summer. And we are, of course, into fall time. And as you can see, it's still flowering for me. New flower up here. Looks like the frost got it a little bit. It looks like those new buds probably won't come out unless it gets hot. But look at that, it's still flowering for me. Isn't that awesome to have a plant that does that? So the Confederate rose, and it looks like the flowering maple still keeps going in the south. But isn't that pretty? It's the daintiest red looking flower you've ever seen. So pretty. And right now I think they're all kind of scorched by the frost, but it's not as red as it normally is. Let me see if I can find one that's super red. Like right there. I mean, that one's pretty red. But let's see this one. That one red? Can you see how red it is? Isn't that beautiful? It does look like a little Chinese lantern. But yeah, I'm gonna take this tree with me. Gotta plant it. I'm probably gonna have to trim it back because it's pretty big considering the root ball. So I'm gonna trim back the root ball and then probably trim most of this back. I probably should have technically done that before I cut down the tree. Let me see if you guys can see it where it's at. And then I'll just hold it up and start cutting back on it. Sad thing about it, once you start cutting back, you're going to lose all the flower, but that's okay because you don't want to stress the plant out by digging it up the way I did and then leaving all the growth. Look. Make a little flower. You see it? So, there you go. Just cutting it back so it's less stress on the plant. Oh, let me show you something real quick too. It's kind of like the Confederate rose to where it produces little flowering bulbs. So once the flower drop off, the flower petal drops off, can you see this? It creates a little bulb on the inside. Seed pod. Not bulb, sorry. It creates a little seed pod on the inside. And then if you let it mature, of course it'll drop seeds. And then you'll get new plants. But the seedling is just too slow for me. Let's see if we can see the actual seed on the inside. Trying to do this one-handed is kind of hard. Okay, let me put this down real quick. Okay, the flower's not staying in my hair. So see, if you open it up, it has little suctions where seeds can grow in them. There's a seed right there. See that seed? And then you can propagate it by seed. But I find that just, if I take a cutting, look, here's a smaller seed pod. The flower must have just dropped. And then it's forming a little seed pod in there. So I find that if you just stick this, like this, the stem into the soil, or any medium that you have, it grows really fast. So like from one stem I can make one. Oh look, here's a one. This one. Oh, look, you can see the seed better on this one. That's really cool. So you can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuttings from this by just sticking it into a medium and then rooting it. So all of these that I've cut, I can turn into another tree. But you guys, isn't it beautiful? So yeah, that is it for the project. Oh, it's starting to get a little bit dark and I still have quite a few things that I need to get situated. Tomorrow, actually I might not have time, but we are supposed to be vacating the house by Thursday because Friday's closing. So within the next day or two, I'm gonna have to come in and get my cabbage, you guys. I'm so excited. Look at this cabbage. It's so big. Maybe I should just do it now. Okay, I should probably do it now.